Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game Day Picks. I'm Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with you here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to learn live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and of course set those notifications. You want to be live with us so you can bet in the best numbers when you get these great picks from our expert handcuffers here at Tony'sPicks.com Game Day Pick Show. So make sure you do that. Before we get started, just a reminder of our promo code still running. You can actually save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use a promo code TonyT. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. We also would love you guys to contribute and post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's take a look at who will be with us here on this afternoon's Game Day Pick Show. With us today is Mindy, Ramon Scott, and Collins Brown. All right, let's get the show underway. Let's welcome in Collins Brown. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. I hope you're following his shorts as he's producing short series over at Tony's Picks video channel with MLB picks and more. So let's go ahead and bring Collins in right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Collins Brown. Collins, what's happening?
Man, it's a hot day, but I'm getting through it. I'm staying inside, trying to at least. But I'm ready to get after it today. We got a pretty good slate on our hands.
Yeah, 15-game slate, game starting here at the top of the hour as well. One of those rare Tuesday afternoon games out west. But we got one tonight here on 7 Eastern time as the Tigers here will host the Guardians. The Guardians up to $1.55, total of 9.
Yeah, so as we keep getting into this line movement, it kind of pushes me off the Guardians as far as the money line goes. I think that's just a little too much to lay here. It's a little too rich for my blood. But I do like a side here. And it has a lot to do with the starting pitchers in this game. So we've got Cal Quantrill going up against Drew Hutchison. Quantrill in his last 3 starts, he hasn't been incredible, 18 innings, 10 earned runs, but that whip looks really good with a 1.25 in those 3 games. So in his most recent start, he went 8 full against the Twins, only surrendering 3 earned, and then 5 full against the Red Sox the game before, surrendering 2 earned. So he's got 1 start away last month, but that was against the Dodgers. And he did get hit around a little bit, 5 earned in 5 innings, but that's the Dodgers. The Dodgers are going to be a little bit better as far as hitting goes than the Tigers. Quantrill does leave about 76% of runners on base with a 4.5 FIP on the season. And then Hutchison, he's just got promoted out of the bullpen to the starting rotation. 2 starts this year. He's gone 8.2 and giving up 5 earned with a 1.55 whip. So the whip scares me a little bit with a Guardians offense that can really hit it. And then those 2 teams that he went up against were the White Sox and the Rangers. And we know that the White Sox really struggle with right-handers, and the Rangers are just trying to put some things together here. Hutchinson's FIP on the season is a 4.75, but that expected FIP kind of scary with a 5.7. And then Hutchison on that walk rate, he's in the bottom 10% of the MLB on his walk rate, as well as his K percentage and expected ERA. So some pretty scary numbers here if you're looking to back Hutchinson. But Quantrill is above the 80th percentile in chase rate with a low walk rate and a low hard hit percentage. And this Tiger team got a 33% chase rate this season. So it's about 4 points above the league average. And then the Tigers obviously have that low OPS against right-handers. And Quantrill, he's going to be a tough puzzle in this one. He's throwing the sinker-cutter changeup combination about 30-30-30. So 90% of his pitches are going to be a sinker-cutter changeup, and that's a pretty tough combination, especially when you don't really hit the right-hander well. So we're going to focus on the first 5 in this one and go Guardians -0.5 in the first 5.
All right, Collins Brown says here in this one, Guardians first 5, lay the half runs. This is the first 5 run line, -1.5 runs against the Tigers. Got to be up by 1 or greater after 5 to cash this ticket. We do document first 5 over at Tony'sPicks.com. Those are offered as premium clicks as well. The first 5 run line, first 5 money line, this one, and totals as well. There's first 5 money line here on this one from Collins. Yeah, you know, Hutchison is, again, he's just tough to back, and so is the Tigers' bats behind him, right? I mean, that's also the double whammy there you're dealing with. Of course, the bullpens won't be in play here with Quantrill. One of those, pitchers who, again, as you mentioned, he has a lot in his toolbox. He limits his base runners. He would like to see the strikeouts a little higher. Doesn't get the home run, but then again, he's pitching to the Tigers in this one.
Right, and that's just a recipe that like you said, Hutchison is not a guy that you want to back. and then you look on the other side of that, you got the Tigers offense. So there's really just two sides here that you really want to stay away from, and are actually a really decent young pitcher. Last year, you would get Quantrill at the first 5 plus a half, and it was really stealing money at that point. But I do like the minus a half, and just a little bit of maybe strategy when you're betting first 5. I usually would tend to bet the money line on a favorite in the first 5 and the plus a half on the underdog on the first 5, just because you can't lose a push if you're tied or if you get the favorite on the money line. And then, of course, the plus a half is just a little bit extra in your pocket if you're tied. But here, like I mentioned, it's a little bit too rich to lay a 160 number. But I do think that the minus a half is really good value. I think you're getting it at minus 110, I believe.
All right, so we got Collins here. Guardians, the first 5 laid the half run on the run line here against the Tigers. This one will have a start time here of 7 Eastern time. All right, Collins, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com as we have 15 games on the board for Major League Baseball. Game 1 will start here on the top of the hour out west with the Mariners Padres. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, so I've got a 4 pick pass out today. It's going to be that Money Monday pick pass. I've got 4 plays that I really like a lot. I've been doing some late studying on the line movement to try and diagnose as much as I can on the early line movement, if that makes sense. Basically, I'm comparing early line movement with late line movement. If the early line movement matches the late line movement, then I've got a really good play. So I'm doing a little bit of that, but of course it's hard to relay that message to somebody that has already bought the pick pass. But I feel really good about it. It's been a troublesome couple of weeks, a lot of bad beats. I don't know. If you follow my personal Twitter, you've kind of just been sulking with me through it. I tend to take out my aggression on my personal Twitter. But it's been fun, man. I really enjoy baseball season. And after the All-Star break, we're going to start getting those meaningful games. Right now I feel like we're playing some baseball that's not really meaningful because there's so much time to catch up. But once that All-Star break passes, we're going to get some teams that are really close to hitting that wild card and really close to winning that division, and they're going to make a push. So we're going to start playing some meaningful baseball games after the wild card, and I like that a lot because it makes it a touch bit easier to back some of these pitchers and these offense when there's a little bit more on the line.
That's right, guys. Again, aboard with Collins Brown over at Tony's Picks. Of course, tonight we got the big 15-game card for Major League Baseball. Collins has this. We call it this Monday. It feels like a Monday because we're back to work. Many are back to work here on a Tuesday with that holiday Monday. They'll get on board 4-pack here from Collins right now from Major League Baseball. You go on board with it, affordable pricing there. Or you go the long-term pass. Of course, Collins has a season pass. We still have, this will take you to the regular season. We still have another 3 months of regular season baseball here, so a good time to get on board with that as well. From Collins Brown over at Tony's Picks with the long-term passes, and we're going to save you some money here when you use the promo code TONYT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. You can access off any of the pass. You can take 20% off Collins' 4-pack tonight, or you can take it off his baseball season, regular season pass as well if you like as well on that regular season pass. When you do the math there, it amounts to $64 off that baseball season pass, regular season pass from Collins. So it's a good value there when you use that promo code at checkout. You can access Collins' page by clicking the link in the description and clicking the All Cappers tab and then getting signed up. All right, Collins, as always, great having your show. See that success. Of course, we'll keep an eye over on the channel as you're contributing greatly here with the MLB shorts.
Yeah, I've been doing about 4 or 5 a night. I skipped out Friday night, had a lot going on, July 4th weekend and everything. And obviously, I'm still a little bit lackadaisical. Apparently thought today was Monday, but is what it is. I'm going to go in and change that so there's no confusion on some of y'all that do want to go in and buy that pick pass. I'll go ahead and change that to a Tuesday. But, yeah, it's been a pretty good weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed the July 4th weekend.
Absolutely. Got to get on board with Collins. Guys, check out his video series over at Tony's Picks with his shorts, his MLB shorts, and, of course, get on board with the long-term pass or that one-day pass night with that 4 MLB pick pass. All right, Collins, give it the good work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. The free play is out on Twitter right now, so go hit that Twitter link up and get that free play. There's a bunch out there from me, and I know Ramon's throwing them out there too.
That's right. It's Tony's Picks. C Bear here is Collins' Twitter account set up by Tony's Picks. All right, Collins, great work, man. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You got it, Collins Brown here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here, Game Day Picks, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. Let's continue on here. Now it's time to welcome in Mindy to the show. You'll find her over at TonySpace.com. Call for a nice day yesterday on the 4th. Mindy, what's happening?
I'm doing well. Just recovering from the sun, right? Staying inside, just like Colin said.
That's right. Staying inside, recovering from the sun, no doubt. Here we go tonight. Pretty good one here on TBS at 7 Eastern Time. Features the Red Sox here hosting the Rays. The Sox favorite $1.30, total 9.5.
Yeah, so we have the Rays here sitting at 43 and 37 versus the Red Sox at 45 and 35. So the Rays have Jeffrey Springs, a lefty on the mound today. He's 3-2 on the season, 2.25 ERA, 65 Ks. He's actually been able to go, pretty good here. He's had over 6 innings and 3 out of those last 5 games that he's started. He's also, had his hit percentage go down a little bit, and that ground ball percentage go up. So been pitching really well here as of late. Versus Nick Pivetta here for the Red Sox. He's 8-5 on the season, 3.23 ERA, 91 Ks. But Nick, though, he's been 8-1 actually here over his last 11 with a 1.95 ERA in those 11 starts. So he's actually been doing better than he did at the first of the season here as well. Pivetta, as we all know, still has pretty good velocity here on a fastball. But for me, I'm going to take a look at the total here in this one. If I look at the first 5, Rays have been averaging about 1.93 runs. Red Sox 1.81. When I have this modeled out, I have this one a 3-2 game modeled with a Rays victory here. But for me, I'm still sticking with the total. If we take a look at some trends, I'm going to go under the 9.5 in this one. I'll just put that one out there before I go over the trends. But under is 3-0-1 in the last 4 meetings. Under is 3-0-1 in the last 4 at home for those Red Sox. And then the under is also 5-0-1 when the Red Sox face a left-hander. So I really like this under 9.5 in this one today.
All right, Mindy here on the under 9.5 Red Sox and Rays under 9.5. Yeah, Springs has been the guy, right? McClanahan, Springs. If they get those other 3 starters going, they could have something going for them. Of course, the Rays are definitely a playoff contender. Although sometimes they kind of go on those streaks when they're up, they'll streak down as well. We'll see how it all plays out here as we get past the All-Star break. But Springs is somebody I think you keep an eye on as he's put up some really good numbers this year.
Yeah, I think if you look at him, I think he's probably comparable to a guy like Aaron Nola, right? Who's been able to be consistent, keeping the ball down. Stats are getting better, even though his velocity, I think he's only at 92 for a fastball, but really likes to mix up a curve and stuff in there too. So yeah, he's really been consistent. I actually had the Rays yesterday as a premium, but that old streak for those Red Sox on the 4th of July continues. So again, I like it to be a similar game to yesterday, keeping the runs down with both of these pitchers under the 9.5 today.
Here we go. Mindy's here. Red Sox Rays under a total of 9.5. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. each time. It is your TV game over on TBS. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. 15 games from Major League Baseball here on the board. And we got one starting here, top of the hour. What do you have going on over at the site? Yeah,
Tony, you had a nice pick yesterday with that Mariners, right?
Yeah.
I think we swept the board yesterday, so I was pretty excited for that. So anyway, I got a 3-pack going for you to purchase today, but I have 6 plays total on the board. If you want to take a look at getting something here a little bit long term, like a 3-day pass, or you can get second half here of Major League Baseball. Also, a lot of plays left, so pretty excited with where Major League Baseball is going to go this season till we make it to football. But yeah, go ahead and didn't make a play on WNBA today. I didn't really like that 10.5. Don't really like to go too much over 10 for those WNBA or NBA games. So yeah, all baseball for me today. So check it out. You can also check me out on Twitter. Put out another free play there. So pretty excited about today's plays.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Mindy Hahn over at Tony's Picks. She has her Monday AAA 3-pack right now on the board. So get on board with that from Mindy Hahn over at Tony'sPicks.com. As well as, long-term passes, MLB regular season money grabber. Still 3 months left of baseball left here in the regular season. Yeah, the regular 3 months left. It's 333.33 here for Mindy's regular season money grabber. So a remainder of her premium plays here from the regular season Major League Baseball that take you, well, right in the beginning of end of September, early October there. Another 3 months here of regular season baseball, and we can save you 20% off right now when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. It'll take you 20% off any of the packages. But I'll do the math here on this MLB regular season pass. It's pretty easy. You save about $67 off that price. So it's a really good value there when you use that promo code on Mindy's MLB regular season money grabber. Of course, those long-term passes, those promo codes really add up to the savings there when you get the long-term passes. So Mindy, very affordable pricing here on her MLB regular season pass, taking that 20% off. And of course, we can knock it up to less than $100 a month when you do the math here for all her Major League Baseball premium plays now until the final regular season game. So get on board with that right now. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. All right, Mindy, it's always great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. I know we'll look for you as well as on the channel because you do on occasion deliver some pics on the videos.
Yes, I will get some video outs for you tonight. Missed yesterday. Too much pool time. So yes, we'll make sure we'll get some out here the rest of this week.
Absolutely. All right, Mindy, have a great evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right. Thanks so much.
You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. With the Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, so you can bet into the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Now let's go ahead. Let's welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll bring him in today. Of course, Ramona, the crew on 4th of July hit the jackpot, right? Mindy came in with a winner. Dylan had a winner, and then you and I came in with some monster dogs.
Well, we need more holidays.
I know. Yeah, we had those 2 monster dogs come in, which was great. But tonight, let's see what we got on the board here from Ramon. We go to 6:40 Eastern Time. Marlins here to host the Angels here. The Marlins going to be favored at $135, total of 7.
Yeah, Tony, I like this game, but I also picked Miami to be in the preview because I wanted to do a preview in the honor of Hank Goldberg, passed away yesterday. Man, you talk about a legend in this industry. He's a guy who kind of kept gambling in the mainstream. He assisted Jimmy the Greek, and then was the next network handicapper, if you will. So let's do this one. Miami for Hank Goldberg, the Angels and the Marlins, Syndergaard and Alcantara. Do I need to have an explanation for this game? The final score is going to be 1-0. I would think the Angels didn't do anything against the Astros. They were swept. Their bats were silent. They scored 4 runs. They're hitting $191 over the last 10 games. Syndergaard hasn't been, Syndergaard necessarily, but still, his 3.86 ERA. He's gone under in 7 of his last 10 games, including 5 of his last 6 starts. He's got a 7-1 record against the Marlins lifetime. Of course, we know he's, from the National League, 2.16 ERA against the Marlins. And the Angels have gone 5-14-1 to the under in the games. So I think the Angels are going to have a tough time with Alcantara. There's only been 13 shutouts 13 complete games in the major leagues this season, and Sergio has 2 of them. Tony, he's got that 1.95 ERA, 0.95 WHIP. He's 6-1 in his last 9 starts. Is also the Marlins with Alcantara, 2-6 to the under in his last 8 starts. He's pretty much dumped his curveball and gone specifically with a fastball changeup combination as primary usage, which I think is interesting. I mean, his changeup makes him that much more deadly, I think. The Marlins have gone 1-4-1 to the under in their last 6. Of course, the Marlins are coming off a sweep of their own, Tony, but I think their bats could be hurting today too against Syndergaard. Now, it looks like they might have a better matchup on paper, but I can't like their matchup that much against Syndergaard. Cooper, Brian Anderson, Rojas, they might have a tough matchup against Noah, I think, in this game, Tony. I think it's a low-scoring game. I really wanted to make it a premium, and Really, I just want to do that Hank Goldberg tribute. So that's why I gave this one out as a free pick. I'm going under in the game between the Angels and the Marlins. I don't think there's much of a score. I almost want to put an exact score pick and just kind of go, 1-0. Put about 4 or 5 bets in. 1-0 each way and maybe 2-1 each way. I really think these guys are going to be getting down today.
Yeah, it looks that way with the Angels. Marlins under 7, says Ramon Scott. And hard to argue that one, right? The way both pitchers are going. Although I would trust Alcantara a little bit more than Syndergaard. Syndergaard's strikeout mark is way down, the 17% mark. But again, he's getting the ground ball outs here at 47%. And of course, the Angels have just been pounded here by good pitching, right? You see the Astros pitching staff. Too bad they couldn't get Odorizzi, right? They drew the wrong card there. So it was the Royals that got Odorizzi. But they get, and then of course they go to Miami, they get Alcantara. It's got to be tough for the hitters now, knowing you're up against it again here.
Yeah, and I just saw the Angels lineup come out of it. Certainly, going to have a good lineup at the top. You got VR, Trout, Ohtani, Ward, and Walsh. But from there, Renfroe, Stassi, Marsh, Velasquez. So not really intimidating down there at the bottom half of the lineup. And Sergio, when you all of a sudden when you got one of Sergio's games, you look up at that board and it's 6th and 7th inning again. It's 1-0. Miami is hitting right-handers pretty good, especially at home. Again, I still rate Syndergaard pretty well above average in the department, despite maybe a little bit of a regression to his numbers this season. Maybe he's underperforming. Certainly, I think Angel fans were expecting more. Maybe we all were expecting more, but he hasn't maybe necessarily hit his stride yet either. So I do like the Marlins in some matchups. I don't know about in this one. Like I said, I look at those guys that there. Let me see what they've got going. Yeah. I mean, what can you say? Marlins against right-handers, they do have some pretty good metrics, but again, I think against Syndergaard, it might get fired up being a little bit of a pitcher's duel here, and that's the way I see this one going.
All right, Ramon, some pitching duels here. Angels, Marlins here under a total of 7. This one will have a start time here of 6:40 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's click over at TonySpace.com. We've been on absolute fire the past 30 days here. I don't think it's now up to, what did we get now up 1,704 units of profit I'm showing. So there's been some grading coming in here. So Ramon's been on absolute fire. 1,704 units of profit here the last 30 days. That's our latest update since I've updated this about an hour ago. So Ramon has been on fire here last 30 days. Of course, today we've got a 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. I know there's WNBA action. I know that you actually delve into soccer, Copa Libertadores, Copa Sudamerica, some Brazilian action as well. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Well, we're going to be fully involved in Major League Baseball. I mean, to say we've turned it around this season would be an understatement. We've really reversed our field and are on, pretty hot. I hate to jinx it and use the word on fire. I'm on fire like an old score phone, but certainly right now in Major League Baseball, almost can't miss with at least putting together a winning card each day for the last month or so. Just a couple of days where I've had a loser, so that's really where it's been, and that's what feels good to me because I love baseball so much. So, but we've had some success certainly in some other sports as well, Tony. But the baseball run right now, 26-13 in the last 39 games. Got a 3-pack up right now. Not by choice. It just happened to be this 3-pack is all the games that start at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. I will add, I believe, a few more, but these were the overnight or the early morning games that I put together in the package, and I'm still finalizing a few. Also, there's a 2-game WNBA card. Please take a look at my video previews of the games between Seattle and Indiana, as well as Connecticut and Dallas. 2 games tonight. So that's what we're looking at tonight, Tony. Just a pretty light action as far as the number of sports is concerned, but certainly we got that full Major League Baseball card. And I will be adding, I think, to the card still to come. Probably won't get over maybe one more package, maybe 5 plays total in the major leagues, and probably just one play in the WNBA, although both games are still on my radar as potential premium picks there. But check out the series and the videos for tonight's games as well. Got a couple of free picks, of course, with those previews on Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
That's right, guys. Get a bro. Ramon's got over at Tony's Picks, updated grading now, 1,740 units of profit last 30 days. That is all documented. So if you visit Tony's Picks, go down to Ramon's handicapper page, and you'll see all the plays that are documented, fully documented there. That 1,320 units, that was the last 7 days. So he's been on fire here the last 7 days, adding up over 1,700 units now for the past 30 days. Ramon has a 3-pack right now, evening baseball from you right now, so get on board with that. Affordable price is just $30 over at Tony's Picks. Yeah, man's on fire. We don't raise the prices. They're still the same, really affordable pricing there from Ramon. Also, too, the long-term passes we talk about. Of course, Ramon, it does have a CFL and WNBA season pass up there, very affordably priced. We got those monthly passes up there, those all sports passes. These are the ones you want to look for now. We got these things running. All sports pass monthly from Ramon Scott. All sports from Ramon. Now we've got this thing set up now. When we say all sports, we mean all sports, not just the major sports. Of course, Ramon's in action in tennis. He's in action in as well as golf, tennis, soccer. So all sports that Ramon puts in there as a premium will be yours for a 1-month pass here. Just $329 for a 1-month all sports pass here from Ramon Scott, because he's in action in many sports. We'll do some math for you. We'll save you some money. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. That's $66 off a 1-month all sports pass from Ramon Scott from all the sports that he handicaps. You know he's up early with the Wimbledon. He's in there with the tennis matchups. Once in a while, you'll see some golf. He'll go off with soccer, and we do document lots of soccer action from the South American leagues, North American leagues, League MX, MLS. You name it, he's on it. So get on board with an all-sports pass from Ramon Scott. Make some money with Ramon. He's been on fire here, as we said. We say on fire because it sounds better than being on acid. So right now, 1,704 units of profit from Ramon Scott over the last 30 days. And so get on board and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success. And of course, we mentioned that you contribute a lot to the channel here with your video series on CFL, WNBA, and of course, we put together a Twitter account for you, Tony's Picks Ramon.
I think I was having a Doc Ellis flashback there, Tony, with the these are the greenest trees in the world. I've never. Okay. Anyway, back to my youth. Yeah, Tony, over at Tony's Picks Ramon, I've got one play up there. It's Tony, I'm going to hold you to this one, man. I mean, you said we might have NBA Summer League. Looks like we're not going to cover it, but my pick today is in the NBA Summer League action. So I took a look at some of the matchups. I thought we might be covering it. Pardon me, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if their lines are coming out late or what on that one. I think they're late releasing, because I did see it the other night, right before, maybe a few hours before game time. So we'll keep an eye on that. I think our line providers are. We got to keep an eye on that, because I did see them up last weekend, and then they went, and again, right, before game time, we're not seeing them, so we'll look into it.
Yep, thanks, Tony. I'm a little under the weather over the holidays, so pardon me for that. And yeah, so I have one pick up there on Tony's Picks, Ramon, and like I said, Tony, when it comes to appreciate those comments about my record, and people always say, in the tout game, why are you out there selling picks when you're good? You should just, play your own picks. Why do you have to be out there selling picks? But let me tell you something, and I think it goes with, I was thinking about Hank Goldberg and the work that he did. He was a reporter. I'm a reporter, but I mean, I like to prognosticate. And you think about when you have a bet and the adrenaline that you get. Well, let me tell you something. It's 10 times as great when you're a tout, when when people are on your picks. I mean, we're all adrenaline junkies, right? I mean, you, me, everybody, all of us that are playing, the people out there watching and betting on the games. That's why we do it. The excitement, the winning. People even say, sometimes the losing hurts. We like that. Why don't you just go ahead and bet your own games? Why do you have to sell picks? Well, people don't always want to do the work. They have jobs and everything. That's why we do the work for you. But again, the feeling that you get when you're picking well and people are subscribed to your picks, I'm telling you, after doing this for as many years and touting for many years, almost my whole life, the feeling that you get is 10 times as great when you're winning for people rather than just for yourself. I mean, sometimes there's a little emptiness there when you're sitting there in an empty room and you've won the bet and there's no one around, but all you can do is celebrate yourself, man. When you're pulling them in for clients or friends or whatever, that feels great. That's why we do this, and that's why I got involved with you here, because I want to do that, and I think I speak for my co-guests as well. So thanks a lot, Tony, and let's have a good day, a good week.
All right, keep an eye on Ramon Scott, guys. Check him out on Twitter. Tony Speak Ramon for more picks, and of course, get signed up to one of his long-term passes. That promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20%. All right, Ramon, have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Appreciate you, sir.
You got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. And, of course, you can do that when you set those notifications. Click that little bell there so you're notified with our live show, and you can do that. All right, let's continue on here with our show. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. Now it's time for my pick. Let's get my game information up for you. We're going here to the game at the top of the hour. It will start here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's not going to start here at 6:40 Eastern Time. So that is not a correct banner there. It will start here top of the hour, as we've got the Padres here facing the Seattle Mariners. And, of course, the Padres, $1.35. But the number's kind of low here for a Padres home game. But I'm still going to stay away here from the side in this one. The total sits here at 8. Yeah, I got it right here. Is it at 8? I believe it's a different number there, but we'll take a look at that. Let me just put my pick up there so you got it right here. We're going under 7.5. That's where it is. Under 7.5, Mariners and the Padres. I know what I did. I didn't update my banner. The same teams, but I didn't get to the finish that banner there on that graphic there. But anyway, let's get to the game here. Logan Gilbert will start here for Seattle. Gilbert, 16 appearances. That's a pretty large sample size now. We're already halfway into the season. An ERA 2.66, whip of 1.12, so he's not giving up a lot of base runners. The strikeout rate at 24%. Ground balls 36.5, less than a home run per 9 innings. Of course, Clevenger will be on the mound here. He's got 7 appearances. His ERA is under 3, 2.79, whip of 1.10. The 25% strikeout rate, 56% ground balls. Hasn't really been hurt by the homer. Of course, the Mariners have been on fire here. They've won 3 straight, 6 of 7. They get to win the opener. Padres kind of down. They've lost 4 of 5. They've been held to 2 runs or fewer in those losses. But here's the kicker. Yesterday, I liked Seattle because they were facing a lefter in Minea. But today, again, they're facing a right-hander. No, thank you. Seattle hitting poorly against right-handers over their past 10 games, just 183. But their bullpen has been outstanding. So we're going to go Seattle and San Diego to go under total of 7.5 runs. All right, guys, check out Tony's picks right now. I've got plays up there right now. I've got a 3-pack from Major League Baseball, my 3 best bets. Also have a standalone guaranteed pick up there as well. 4 premium plays up there right now from me over at Tony's Picks. I'm number 2 unit producer right now in Major League Baseball. Document over at the site. Visit my handicapper page and go down to pick history. You can see all the plays that are released. They're graded immediately on the site, so get on board. Also, we can save you money in any of our premium plays here. When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access my page by clicking the link in the description. Then click on the All Cappers tab. You'll find my page there amongst the cappers, and then get signed up. But don't forget that promo code TonyT, and you'll save 20% off all our premium pick packages, whether you get my 1-day pass or a long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 3rd-day all sports pass. You can get all of my premium plays for that period of time you select when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. And don't forget that promo code. It's good on all our premium packages. Use it more than once on more than one purchase over on our site at Tony's Picks. Let's continue on here with the show. As promised, it is now time for the recap, so let's recap the plays from today's show. We got to start here with Collins. Collins likes the Guardians' first 5 run line, so lay the half run against the Tigers. Mindy was on the Red Sox Rays under 9.5. Ramon, Angels, Marlins under 7. Yours truly, Mariners, Padres under total of 7.5 runs. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of Game Day Picks, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from TonySpicks.com and live free picks for you for the Wednesday action for tomorrow when you tune in to our show live at 3 Eastern Time. Reminder, guys, like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us. You want to get the best numbers, you can do that when you watch us live here on the show, and of course our expert picks for you there. All right, let's go ahead. Let's bring in our crew from this afternoon's show. Going to wave goodbye to you guys. Have yourself a great afternoon. We'll talk with you again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time on Game Day Picks.